And we begin tonight with that Dow component, McDonald's. The world's largest restaurant chain reported a steeper than expected drop in global sales across all regions, including a sharp decline in the U.S. That's the sixth straight month of falling worldwide sales, and that, along with a strong dollar and supply issues in China, the company warned will hurt its fourth quarter earnings. The stock got fried, losing almost 4%, making it one of the worst performing stocks on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So what's behind McDonald's slump, and what does the company have to do to get back on track? Sarah Eisen reports.
November brought with it supersized disappointment for McDonald's. The fast food giant reporting same-store sales falling much more than expected for the month, dropping more than 2% globally. Europe and Asia, once key growth regions for the Golden Arches, are now showing signs of weakness, thanks in part to slowing economies and a supplier scandal in China. The outlook at home, even more bleak. Increased pressure from the likes of Chipotle and Wendy's, as well as changing consumer preferences, taking its toll on McDonald's. Sales in the U.S. falling nearly 5%, more than twice the decline analysts predicted.
The issue here is McDonald's more than the industry. And right now, this is a company that needs to probably reinvest in food value or do something to stimulate traffic.
But that task may be easier said than done. And figuring it out falls on McDonald's CEO Don Thompson, who's faced a challenging environment ever since taking over the company in 2012. Growth was a mainstay under the previous CEO, with the company delivering an annual rate of 5%. But the last few years have not been nearly as kind to the company. In 2013, McDonald's share of U.S. fast food hamburger chains revenue slipped below 50%. And this year, analysts predict the company will post its first year of negative global same-store sales since back in 2002.
The challenge for them is really not only turning around the U.S., but you got to turn around Japan, you got to turn around Germany, you got to get France going, and Russia as well. So it's not just a domestic story. You got to fix a lot of different markets.
What do we want? 15!
The company also facing labor pressures, being thrust into the spotlight by campaigns to improve wages and working conditions for the nation's fast food workers. All of that taking a toll on McDonald's stock over the last 6 months, underperforming the S&P 500 by about 15%. And with consumers in the U.S. and abroad moving further away from the Golden Arches, it remains to be seen just how much longer investors can stomach the slumping fast food giant's performance. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Sarah Eisen.